What is up, YouTube? Today is the day that I finally get the keys to my new house. I'm rushing out the door right now because I still want to be able to work out with Ian before everything's done. But all morning I've been kind of like finalizing everything, and really last minute, I guess, with my lawyer, we had to go over everything and do the land transfer and everything like that. And everything's kind of shut down now, but I had to get into my bank and get a bank draft for the deposit because the deposit's way too big to just like transfer online. And then I had to go to his bank, drop it off, and do a bunch of other shit. But now we're kind of waiting for it all to finalize, and I'm supposed to get the keys tonight, so I'm pumped up. But first, we gotta get in a chest workout. First things first, I'm looking for high socks. For like the first time ever, I was wearing ankle socks because I was wearing jeans. Because I was being a Mr. Professional today, going to the bank with jeans on, instead of all I ever wore, which are Gymshark shorts. But found my socks, got shorts on. Life's back to normal now, we're good to go. I got a meal here, going to eat this before we train, and I kind of switched it up. I was getting sick of like so much rice, and the rice I cooked was kind of shitty, but I didn't want to throw it out. So I cooked some sweet potato, and I split it up into 2 meals and combined rice, sweet potato, and chicken in a meal, and there's spinach in there too. It's kind of like those little bowls you get at restaurants, super good. And I'm also eating a muffin pre-workout after my meal, and sipping on some Jack Factory Nitro Surge. Still the best flavor in the game. Strawberry lemonade. Use code CBOM if you want to grab some. But yeah, I haven't really picked up my camera in a minute because I've just been like doing nothing. The same thing every day. Just like packing, video games, getting ready to move. So decided today, screw it, I would do it. I wish I had thought of vlogging earlier today because I could have shown you guys the stack of papers I had to go through with the lawyer to transfer the house. And it was like thick. It's not big, I guess. That's what she said. But it was a lot of paper, okay? Yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys.
I see
Okay, so we just wrapped up that workout and the house is ready for me. That's what I'm just excited for all day, waiting to do. It's gonna fall. With trying to get there without directions and completely could not find it, but I'm driving there right now and I went in a different way I came before, and I'm directly beside a park. So if I ever get a doggo, now that I have a house and I can get a Doge, Mr. Doge will have a lovely park to play on. I get to pull in the driveway this time because it's mine. And here we are in the new home. Such a family type home. It's like beige and the counters are kind of like light colored, and if it were like my home, my dream home, everything would kind of be like black and white and much different colors, but I think it's fucking beautiful. I love it. There's cool shit that I would not have purchased, like lights and chandeliers. I would never have done that shit, but this feels cool to kind of, it's my own place. This, like I said, this is something I've wanted to do for so long. I'm also fired up about that. That's a pantry, a walk-in pantry. I'm sitting on the floor of my current, but technically future bedroom. I'm having a little celebratory treat. I got myself some A&W. I haven't had a hamburger or any kind of cheat in a long time. So I decided to get a little burger, because I'm not gonna be home for a bit after this workout. Eat it in my new house and kind of chill for a bit. You know, eventually you gotta upgrade from an apartment to a house because elevators and underground parking are no fun. And this place is just fucking beautiful. It's like never in my wildest dreams would I have expected my first home to look anything like this, or to even have a first home at this point in my life. So I'm like so beyond grateful for everything that's happened in my life to kind of get me to this point. And there's so much better things in my life, people, experience and stuff other than this, but this small victory definitely feels amazing. It's gonna have a lot of fun in here. It's gonna be a wild time. That's kind of all I gotta say for now. I'm gonna enjoy this burger, go back to the old place. Not gonna feel like home anymore, and get ready to move in next week. So it's the next day, it's in the morning, making breakfast, and I have a new method of making my pancakes. If you guys don't know how I make these pancakes, I have a video up somewhere. If you can't find it and you want me to do it again, then I'll show you guys again. So the new thing I do is the most simple thing ever. It's not even cool. But when I buy my blueberries now, I keep them in here, but I just throw this in the freezer. But then when I bring them out, I throw them on the pan on the right. And then on the pan on the left, I pour out my batter. I'm gonna pick some of these up and drop them in there. That's pretty much the only change I do. But what makes them taste so damn good is like when they're frozen and then like fried up a little bit, and they just kind of get like even more juicy. I'm not really sure why, but juicy is good. And then I take some of these, the God's gift to pancakes, that is chocolate chip pancakes. I have dairy-free chocolate chip pancakes, and I literally sprinkle it on with the blueberries, and thus you have blueberry chocolate chip banana pancakes, and they taste absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna down these, get my breakfast in, and as I told you guys yesterday, I still have a lot of packing to do. So this is like week 3 of me attempting to pack. Like I really gotta stop. I pack for like 30 minutes, I get a box done, I'm like, man, that was good. Like, let's do something else. I just hate packing. So I gotta get all that shit together, because I also have to clean the shit out of this condo, like corners and everything, make it look brand new, which is gonna suck even more, but I have 2 days of it being empty to do that, so I'm gonna try and do that at the end of the month. But now we're gonna eat pancakes. Okay, so I flipped open my phone and I realized like I just like haven't been on social media a lot, and I haven't been posting as much, I haven't been on YouTube as much, and I'm hoping I will get better at that. The last post I made was this post like almost a week ago, this long ass caption just kind of talking about the pandemic, and I got a really cool response, so I kind of wanted to expand on that a little bit. If you didn't see it, you can check it out, but it's kind of just like, it's okay if this quarantine is feeling harder than you should. We all have a lot more time on our hands, but it doesn't mean we have to be crazy productive. Not telling you guys to be grateful for the pandemic, but it is an amazing time to reflect and be grateful for everything in our life, kind of leading us to where we've been, what we've been through, and shaping us to who we are. It really doesn't have to be any more than that. You don't have to be like crazy successful. I see people over my Instagram and they're like meditating, journaling, Zoom meetings, yoga, everything, and then they're like, oh, got this all done before 7 a.m. Now time to start the day. Can't wait to be productive today. Quarantine productivity. And I'm like waking my ass up at 10 a.m. like, fuck, another day of this bullshit. Like, just not feeling it. I haven't had the best quarantine. I really haven't. But the part I want to expand on in this thing in my reflecting of just like everything that's been going on in the last year, of everything I've gone through, from like turning pro, getting Olympia, to being in the hospital thinking I could never compete again, to my career probably being cut short, to winning the Olympia way before I ever thought I could, and just all this stuff kind of piling on me. And now in this time where like I'm having a lot of time to reflect, and I'm grateful for it, but I've been so off doing anything. Like, just don't want to do anything even though I have so much free time. It took me so long to pack my house up. It should have taken me like 2 days. It took me like 2.5 weeks because I just put it off and didn't do anything. And the one thing that's been consistent through this quarantine of what I've still done and throughout my years of everything I've come up to has always been like bodybuilding, training, eating. Something that's always been there. And first of all, that's what keeps me sane through like everything. Having that like structure and that thing every day at 3, I go and I eat and I go to the gym, and it's just so good to have that. And the thing I wanted to expand on here is, if you can find something that you're so passionate about that no matter what you go through in your life, no matter how you feel, you still have it in you, motivated or not. No one's always motivated. So with no motivation, I have none right now, you still have something you're so passionate for that you still do it every day, like still in the gym, training my ass off, trying to get big, trying to get better, getting my meals and doing my shit. If you have something like that, that's how you be successful at something. Not being good at fucking everything, having a checklist of meditating at 6 a.m. in the morning, setting your alarm for 5 a.m., 4 a.m., doing this and that every single day, but just having one thing that no matter how you feel throughout the year, you get that fucking done all the time, consistently. And I use the word all the time, but yes, we're gonna have days where we don't get that done too. But I mean, as consistent as possible, as much as possible, you will be successful as fuck in that thing. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it's something that you find joy in, something that brings you joy and that you just love to do and you want to further excel. So I've been sitting and kind of reflecting on everything I'm grateful for, and that's probably like the biggest thing in my life that has just kept me kind of pushing, kept me feeling good, and just, I think a big reason that gotten me to where I am is because no matter what's going on in my life, I still have that and I'm still putting work into that. Like this whole age-old question, what keeps you motivated all the time? And here's my answer. It's like, when I'm not motivated, I'm still working in that, and that's why I've been able to excel in it. If you ask me what makes people successful, it's not waking up at 4 a.m. and making their bed and meditating. It's when you have days where you wake up at fucking noon and you feel like a bag of garbage and you do nothing all day but that one thing that is going to put you towards that one goal that you want to accomplish. I'm really bad at articulating these thoughts sometimes because they like scramble off into many. But that's kind of what I'm trying to get across. It's late and had a day full of packing. Tomorrow is the official move into my new home, but I felt like kind of sharing that with you guys because I thought it was a really cool response I got in the post. Wanted to expand a bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling because I should probably eat and get to bed. Got a big day tomorrow, so hopefully you guys like this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.